didn't want to tell them over the phone. We are still so considerate and we get so much shit for it.
Cause if I'm the ocean, you're the rain. We only need each other, baby, you know we're the same.
What's up, besties? Welcome to the new year. Welcome to 2022. It feels crazy just saying this, I swear. It feels like time is just going too damn fast, too ridiculously fast. Here we are, 2022. I'm sitting here with my glass of wine and I'm about to catch up with you guys and talk just random things just to start off the year. I honestly felt like it was gonna be so weird starting the vlog. Probably not, but I felt like it was gonna be so weird starting the year, not the vlog, with a regular vlog. Not even catching up. I think it's tradition. Most YouTubers do this. You kind of sort of look at the previous year, what you liked, what you didn't, what you aspire to do in the new year, and all of that fun stuff. And I thought, hey, let me do that. Plus, we're shooting a new intro today, which you've just seen. Comment down below and let me know what you think of the new intro. As I'm recording this, I actually haven't edited the intro, but the footage I've reviewed and I'm so happy with it. I think it's gonna turn out amazing. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think. And of course, a reminder to subscribe. If you haven't, hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you get notified each time I upload a video. I had this face of makeup on today because of the new intro, and I really don't want to let it go to waste, so I did what any good YouTuber would do, which is to sit here and film a video. I honestly just want to chat to you guys a little bit, very informal, about 2021. A few of my highlights, maybe one or two, and of course my lowlights, and one or two things I'm really just looking forward to doing in 2022. So this year, to be honest, I feel like I get terribly bad at fulfilling New Year's resolutions, but I've realized over the past 2-3 years that when I just write 1 or 2, 3 very priority things that I want to focus on, I'm able to actually do that. So I put it as like goals instead of resolutions, because in my mind when I say resolutions, I feel like I'm up against time, like the year is coming to an end. I need to do this, I need to crush it, and it's not always what I want. So yeah, let's look at 2021. I think I've said it in a few vlogs that 2021 was not a good year for me particularly. I feel like that's the year that I struggled the most with just different things in my life. One of the biggest things that I struggled with was actually feeling happy. For the most part, I was tired majority of the time. I found myself forcing myself to do a lot of things that would naturally just come to me. I found myself dreading doing things that before last year I would just do in a heartbeat without thinking about it. I mean, I held on really well, literally held by a thread with the width of a spider web, but I held on and I kept pushing, and I tried as hard as I can to look on the bright side. Even in shitty situations, I would still just look on the bright side and try and make the most of it. My late best friend was my rock. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't tell you how many times I stayed up in the night, 1 a.m., midnight, 2 a.m. talking to that woman, and it was just a really hard year. I think because 2020 was just so incredibly difficult as is. I mean, the year started off with Bonolo being born at 32 weeks, her being in the NICU, me fighting to get her out of the NICU, jumped straight into the pandemic. We are home majority of the time, basically trying to figure out what life is with 3 kids. Fast forward to the end of the year, I'm very hopeful, I'm upbeat, I'm thinking 2021 is gonna be amazing. We're gonna travel, we're gonna do things, we're gonna do that. And it didn't. It didn't turn out to be like that. The pandemic was still going in full force. Work was not particularly exciting. It was just one thing after another that just made it really difficult to find a little bit of happy. I woke up one morning, I think it was sometime May, maybe June, or maybe, yeah, mid-May, end of May, beginning of June. I woke up one morning and I realized that I actually cannot cope on my own, because I just felt like everything is just so hopeless with the pandemic. You never know, are you coming or going? Like, do you plan, do you not plan? And I thrive on routine and planning and, you know, knowing and certainty. I thrive on uncertainty, and obviously the pandemic has given us pretty much zero when it comes to certainty. And I realized I'm literally going nowhere very fast, and it's scary, terrifying, and it's uncertain, and I can't feel my feet, and I'm scared. I was just really struggling, and I felt like I was struggling alone because I didn't really want to offload a lot of what I was going through on Dizzy, because I needed him to be able to be the functional one in the household, you know. And that's when I decided to go to therapy, and I can tell you guys confidently so that therapy is expensive, but it is worth it. It is so worth it. It's not even funny. I think there's just something about talking to a paid stranger that makes you so comfortable. You're like, you just want to spill everything that's sitting in your chest. You feel so much lighter after that. You feel free, like you feel so much more free. And it's that thing that, you know, you're not feeling guilty. I don't know how to explain this. Like, you know how you talk to your girlfriends or your husbands and boyfriends and partners or whoever, and you give them this load, you offload on them, but then you kind of sort of feel guilty that, you know, you left them with this load, or you're worried that they're going to tell the whole entire world about what you just told them. In therapy, you have no such concerns. Honestly, you can just talk about anything, which is amazing. I lost my very best friend of 7 years plus. Some days I still wake up and I think it's all a joke. Like, I still go to her WhatsApp and I still check, was she online? You know, when WhatsApp tells you last seen. I still go on Instagram to see if she tagged me on a post, if she sent me a meme. It all still doesn't feel real. It really doesn't. And then there are days where it's also real. Like, I wake up and I just feel like my friend is gone. And then there was the one night where I had this incredibly, literally the most realistic dream ever. I woke up first thing in the morning and I texted Rachel, my best friend's sister, who's also my friend. It's so weird. I don't know how to explain this. I feel so bad every time I say my best friend's sister, because it makes it feel like she's secondary in a friendship, and she's not. She's literally also my bestie, you know. I texted Rachel about it, and then she started telling me about all of her dreams and all of what has happened to her, and she hasn't been able to tell anyone because she thought people are gonna judge her. And I'm like, no. We had this massive conversation about Bridget, and I smile when I talk about it because it kind of gives you so much comfort, but at the same time my heart breaks because just realizing that we never get to see her again. It was, she played such a massive role in my life, you guys, you have no idea. And every time I watch our wedding video and I listen to her speech and I hear all the words she's saying, I'm just like, right back at you, girl, right back at you. And I did tell her that on our wedding night. 2021 was just, it was the pits of all years, basically. It was just terrible. Two of my very top highlights is that I did start therapy. For me, that is a fantastic win. It took me, I will say, maybe like 15 years, because I mean, I didn't know nothing about therapy. It took me 15 years to have the guts to want to pay somebody to listen to me. Previously, I always just used to think therapy is awkward, therapy is overrated, therapy is for people who are just really depressed and people who really need help, and I'm not one of those people. Let me tell you, I was so wrong about therapy. I was so damn wrong. And then of course, the biggest highlight is that we got married. Well, I mean, we did our white wedding. Been married for a while now. We did our white wedding March 29th, 2021. Probably one of the most stressful things we've had to put together, myself and Dizzy. There's so many times that we wanted to give up, so many times, because we had so much drama with the family. We were so close to just doing the whole thing with just literally the 8 of us. Like, sometimes I feel like that was gonna probably be the best plan, but we didn't go that way. On the day, it was pretty amazing. I had anticipated that I would probably be so stressed out and things would probably be going up in flames and stuff, but my best friend was just like, no, that's not gonna happen. I was actually so damn surprised by how calm I was throughout the whole thing. I literally did not call her once the day of the wedding to check up on what's happening, is everything there, nothing. The only time I called her was to let her know I kind of sort of forgot to buy a gutter, and then she went and bought one for me. Thankfully, the bridal store is not too far from where we staying, so she went and got one for me and brought it to me because she was gonna come help me anyway. We had one goal and one goal only for the day, and it was to get through the matrimonial. Anything that happened after that, we're just like, but everything turned out pretty amazing, from matrimonial to reception to post-reception. It was pretty darn amazing. Yeah, we did our white wedding, and that's something that we actually never even planned to do, but DZ came up with that idea. One time we were listening to the president's address for COVID and the pandemic, and DZ said to me, you know, so much is happening in the world right now, and I don't want us to look back one day and say, why didn't we do our white wedding? You know, let's just do it. And I was like, are you serious? And he was like, yeah, I'm serious, let's do it. And so we began planning. Literally, this was in October. We had this conversation and I thought he was kidding, and he wasn't. November, we went to his parents' house to tell his mom. So we went to my parents' house. We didn't want to tell them over the phone. We are still so considerate and we get so much shit for it. We told the rest of the family, and then we had like a ton of pushback. By December, we were like, okay, let's cancel, let's go with the 8 people plan. And he was still like, no, we are gonna do this our way, we're gonna do what we want. By mid-December, everything was in full swing. And of course, if you want to know more, all the details, all the planning, all of that fun stuff, it's over on the Besties Club, the Exclusive Besties Club. It's on the paid platform, the paid portion of this channel, so go ahead and check it out. You don't have to be there month on month. You literally can be there for just a month and then cancel it. You can cancel it anytime you want to. Nobody's forcing you to be there, but go ahead and check it out. Obviously, we appreciate it when you're there, but you don't have to be there. Like, it's not a must do. Anyway, let's move on to the new year. Now it's 2022. Homegirl's turning 32. Like, what? I'm out here still waiting for my dirty 30 and I'm turning 32. I don't get it. The other day I took some time and I just sat down and I thought about what it is that I want to do in this year, not in the form of resolutions, but what's the one, actually I was like, what's 3 things that I really want to put my focus and energy into? One of the top things that I really want to put my energy into is traveling more. I want to travel. I really want to travel. Not necessarily like a cross-country thing, which I'm dying to do another cross-country road trip. You guys, you have no idea. Like, if they said the kids' home affairs details are up to date, I'm getting those kids' passports today. I really want to travel more this year. I want to go on a lot of solo holidays. I've realized, especially during the course of last year and me being in therapy, that I give so much of myself that I have nothing left for me. Most of the feelings I was having last year was because I felt so depleted. I was tapped out, but I kept giving. So one thing I want to do more of this year is go on a lot of solo trips and also a lot of family trips, because as crazy as this whole thing sounds, as tiring and exhausting parenting is, I really do get my cup filled up by spending time with my family. So me being at home, even if we're just sitting at home looking at each other, laughing and having a good time, I'm okay with that. I know for a fact I'm gonna appreciate the alone time, the downtime during my solo trips. I will have even much bigger fun with them, seeing the kids have fun, taking pictures, making videos, you know, when we are traveling together and getting to experience all these things, because we have such big plans for our kids that we need to start sort of implementing them now, so that when the time comes, when they come of age, it's not a shell shock for them. Another thing I really want to put my focus into is, or not necessarily put my focus into, because I already have that going, but I really want to keep going with my therapy sessions. Like, I don't want to drop therapy just because I feel much better. My therapist was so amazing with giving me like lots of coping mechanisms and coping tips that has helped me see things differently and has helped me cope with the feelings I was having without putting me on medication. The very unspoken thing between us is no medication. So I want to carry on with my therapy sessions and basically just stay on top of it. I don't want to think I'm okay when in fact I might not be. One big thing or big issue, or among the bigger things that I have, what am I saying? I don't know, is focusing on this channel. And it's something I talked about on Instagram recently, that I've always been the person who doesn't celebrate their wins because I've always been so afraid that I will step on people's toes. So I don't celebrate my wins because I want to just fit in and blend in and just pretend like nothing is happening. This year I want to really just change that. I want to celebrate everything. I want to be in the moment and I want to let myself feel my wins, because I've never really done that. I always just brush things off. When people give me compliments, I'm just like, it's nothing. So I really want to let myself get to a point where I'm able to appreciate my wins, as uncomfortable and awkward as the whole thing might be. It's my wins and I choose to celebrate them my way. I don't know, I don't even know how to say this, but we've become this society where we want people to celebrate their wins or achievements based on other people's standards. Like, just because I just got my degree, I can't celebrate it because my neighbor actually has a master's degree, so I have to get a master's degree before I can celebrate, kind of thing, you know. And I'm saying to hell with that, like off with that. I want to celebrate my 11,000 subscribers like I have 1 million, so that when I do get to 1 million subscribers, you know, I've already celebrated. It's nothing new to me. I know it's something that I worked on. I know it's something that I put my blood, sweat and energy into. This year I want to celebrate the hell out of my wins, and it might not make sense to any of you guys, and it is okay, because it is my wins. To me, I look at that thing and I see a win. To you, you might look at it and think, could have been better. And maybe you might be right, it could have been better, or it might have been better. And guess what? It might just get better. But at that particular time, it's my win, and I celebrated however way I choose to. I never used to celebrate a subscriber count because to me, I just took it as it's just a number, you know. But I've since realized while I was in therapy, yeah, I was talking about YouTube in therapy, I know, but I've realized that it's actually not just a number. It is a lot of people who are here as part of our family, virtual family, that needs to be celebrated. So yeah, this year we are celebrating besties. We are celebrating like our life depends on it. We're gonna share, we're gonna overshare, we're gonna chat, we're gonna cry. I don't know about crying. I don't do a lot of public crying. That I'm still working on, okay? Let me know if there's anything in particular you're excited to see on this channel this year. Let's do this together, besties. Let's make this year fantastic. I'm gonna leave it right here. I wanted to chat to you guys a little bit about 2021 and what it felt like for me. But of course, this is a new year. We have a clean slate. We have a whole new chance to start building foundations from scratch, to start working on ourselves. One thing Jesus said to me many years ago, he said, we have to be individuals before we are a couple, because then it's gonna help us not smother each other or suffocate each other in our relationship. Anyway, I hope this video makes sense. I feel like I was rambling a lot. Again, let me know what you think about the new intro. Until then, we'll see you besties on Thursday, and it's a regular vlog, so be on the lookout for that. Remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload, and we'll see you on Thursday. Bye besties.
Tonight we're running on the right track.